Hello everybody, this is Albert with the Green Tea House. I hope you're doing well today. Today we're going to give a couple of evidence or reasons that when you go to the typical tea shop in a touristy town, that they don't know what they're doing with their tea and why you should be a little skeptical about buying their tea. And before we begin, if you haven't visited us here in New Braunfels, Texas, we're not here because I'm actually in Washington State, but we're in Green, a little hamlet outside of New Braunfels, Texas, halfway between San Antonio and Austin. Come visit us. We'd like to meet you. Also subscribe and hit the notification bell and post a comment. It just helps with the algorithm. So I'm currently in Washington State. This is, I think, episode 2 from Washington State. I wish I could show you the view that's looking out this window right now. I'll see if I can interpolate or edit in a video. It's just amazing. I am like within literally 10 feet of the Puget Sound. It's just the view is astonishing. So I want to do a video on things to worry about when you buy tea from outlets that maybe don't know anything about tea, but you don't know that they don't know anything about tea. And why is this important? Well, because you're spending your good, hard-earned, inflated money, and so you want to get tea that's good quality, but also like you probably would want to get tea from a place that knows what they're doing. So I wanted to give some signs to you of a place that maybe doesn't know what they're doing. Now, these are going to be in no particular order. And of course, look, I would recommend that you buy from us. If you've watched this channel enough, you know that I am not like the omniscient guru of tea, but I know enough about tea to not lead you astray in terms of what you're buying. But there's other places out there that maybe, and I've talked about this before, like there's two types of entrepreneurs. There's ones who open a business because they love the thing that they're doing, and then they're there all the time because they love the thing that they're doing or selling. And those that go into a business because they don't particularly like it, but they see it as an avenue or opportunity to make money, and you never see them there. So clearly we're the former. I'm there all the time, and I love tea, and I love drinking tea all the time. So part of that is like I can help you get the tea you want. If you look at our reviews, it's all about Albert's really helpful. It helps, we curate the collection, and I help you with whatever you want. If you need something for inflammation, or if you need something for, I don't know, whatever it is, I'm there to help you. But not all places are like that. Some places just open a tea shop in some tourist town because they want to make money and they think this is a way to make money. So in no particular order. If they're selling you bags of tea that are photolucent, meaning they have like a little opening in them, they don't know what they're doing. I mean, it's a cursory Google search. Tea is exposed to light, it's photodegradation. So it's going to degrade your leaves. Now, if you want to have your leaves in a glass little bottle so people can open it and smell it, that's one thing because you're not selling that. But if you're selling bags of tea that have an opening so people can look at it, that's not good. Now, I get it why you would have it so they can see what the leaves look like, but honestly, I mean, the glass bottle is there for them to smell. They know what it looks like. So in the long run, it's stupid to do that because it's degrading the quality of the leaf. Now, we have an episode here, can tea get bad? Tea does not get bad per se. The only way you can get bad is like what I'm looking at right now, the ocean. If you throw it in water, yeah, it gets bad. What happens with tea is it can lose its potency after a little while, especially green teas. But photodegradation or light will degrade the potency of your tea. So if you see a place that is selling their bags where there's an opening, that's a big no-no. Number 2 is they don't give you brewing instructions. I mean, literally, I was at a place that calls this place a tea shop, and on their bag, there's no instructions on how to brew it and how long to brew it. So what temperature to brew it and how long to brew it. And I was just like what? How can you call yourself a tea shop and not give people the instructions? Because temperature is probably number 1 most important when it comes to getting your good cup of tea. And number 2, to caffeine levels in tea. Number 1 would be what leaves you're getting it from. Are you getting it from the buds or more mature leaves? But how to brew your tea is crucial. And literally, I was at a place, I'm not going to name names, where on their bags, they didn't have any brewing instructions. And I'm like, what? So then I just innocently go to the person at the retail. I'm like, hey, I'm interested in this green tea. What temperature should I brew this green tea? It's not on the back. he was like, I don't know, let me look it up. I'm like, what? You work at a tea shop and you don't even know off the top of your head? That's crazy. So if they don't give any brewing instructions, run to the hills, like Iron Maiden would say. Number 3, concomitant to that would be they give you the wrong brewing instructions. So hopefully if you've watched this channel enough, you know the basic temperatures that tea need to be brewed. So my sister-in-law, God bless her, she gave me some Moroccan mint from some tea place in H-Town in Houston. And the brewing instructions were crazy. They're like full boil. I'm like, what are you doing? Yes, Moroccan mint is half peppermint, but it is half green tea. And even the peppermint should not be done at full boil. So clearly, again, the place doesn't know, they're not doing their due diligence. And like, what are you doing? So you would know already. Greens, 170 to 180. Whites, yellow, oolongs, as a whole, 190. Most black should be at 200. Pu'er, and I would say at 200 would also be more of the flower herbals like hibiscus, pea flower, chamomile, stuff like that. And then full boil, really only the underground stuff for the bark, so like cinnamon, ginger, turmeric, and then pu'er. So if they're giving you the wrong brewing instructions, they clearly don't know what they're doing. Another one would be like, if this is the obvious one, I mean, they should be selling you in sealed containers. Because again, air will degrade your tea. Not as much as light would, but air would. So these are just some basic things. We've talked about like how to elongate or prolong the shelf life of your tea. Don't want to put it in the fridge because humidity will ruin it. You don't want to put it in the freezer unless you're not planning to, like matcha you can put in the freezer if you're not planning to use it anytime soon. But in general, don't put it in any tea in the fridge because it'll make it humid and degrade it. Don't put it in a pantry that's next to spices unless it's sealed. But these are the basic ones. So if you go to a place and they're giving the wrong brewing instructions and they're not even packaging right, then you have to question the bigger stuff like where are they sourcing their tea? Because clearly, providing premium tea is not the number one thing. Because it's like the little things, like Christ says, know them by their fruit, right? And so it's like if they're not even doing the little things right, I'm worried about the sourcing. And we're not even like talking about most tea places. Most of their teas are going to be blends with natural and artificial flavors. And we at Green Tea House stay away from all of those. All the blends that I do then, we probably sell like 20 blends, are natural. So when we do cinnamon spice, we're not putting natural nutmeg flavors or natural flavors. We're using nutmeg. So they're probably using a lot of natural flavors. I'm not going to name probably the most well-known franchise tea place that also does spices, but tea place, in a lot of their teas, now granted a lot of them are single cultivars that are not flavored, but a lot of their teas are going to be flavored. So some of you are not going to find that to be important. You're just like, give me a good flavored pumpkin tea. I understand that. But for us, we don't want to use any natural flavors. Natural flavors is the general term. And many of the natural flavors, it's just a term, are lab-created flavors. Some of them come from animal products, like the excrement of animals, and some of them are just chemical names, but they can use the word natural flavors. So I don't know about you, but I want to stay away from those. So these are just some general tips, guys. Use these general tips. If you don't want to buy from us, totally understandable. You know, we're just here to educate. If you want to buy from us, that's great. If not, it's totally cool. I'll keep doing the YouTube videos and the shorts. But look at these things because these are the little things. The photo degradation with the transparent bags or even a window. They don't give brewing instructions, the wrong brewing instructions. These are humongous errors. Guys, post in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, take care and God bless.